Hey, how are you? Today is Sunday, September the 14th, 2025. Ken Arzone here, talking baseball, looking at baseball players from the past. I'm curious. I've covered a lot of guys on my YouTube channel. Probably right now, I'm up to about 500 players I've covered on YouTube channel. I want to keep going. This video, Ernie Banks. Have you heard of him? Here he is, Ernie. You know what I admire about Ernie Banks? Chicago Cubs his entire career. Way to go, Ernie. I like guys who stay with their same team their entire career. They don't bounce around. They don't seek another team to get a higher contract with money. If you had asked me, if I was selected by a team, would I stay with that team my entire career if I was a big league player? Yes, I would try my best to stay with the team. Now, obviously, there are circumstances where the team doesn't want you anymore. So you get dropped, you go to another team. But if you're a good player, you should stay with that team, and that team should want you, right? I admire Ernie Banks. 19 years, Chicago Cubs, National League. Never made the World Series. What? Feel sorry for Ernie. Never got to play in a World Series game. Chicago Cubs, were they cursed? They won in the beginning of the century, won a couple of World Series. But then they've gone like 100, they went 100 years before they finally broke through. Forgot what year it was, but they finally broke through and won the World Series recently. Forgot what year that was. 3 or 4 or 5 years ago. Anyways, Ernie Banks played from 1953 through 1971. 512 career home runs. So he's a member of the 500 Homer Club. And all with one team. The trivia question would be interesting to find out. I'm not sure I know the answer. Which ball player has the most home runs with one club? I know Aaron hit 755. Played for the Milwaukee Braves, and then they became the Atlanta Braves, right? So how many home runs with the Atlanta Braves? That would be interesting to know because he played with Milwaukee. So it's not really one city that Aaron got all his home runs. Played in Milwaukee and played in Atlanta. Babe Ruth played for the Boston Red Sox his first 5 years. Then he went to the Yankees, got traded. And then he hit all those home runs. I think in the first 5 years, he didn't hit very many home runs. So Babe Ruth may be the record holder. Probably 700 home runs. You know what? I could look it up very quickly. How many home runs did Babe Ruth hit for the Yankees? All right, so he started playing with the Yankees in 1920. You know, he played for the Boston Braves in his last season. So he only got, let's count it, 20 through 34, 15 years with the Yankees. So he hits, let's see, he hit for Boston. It looks like 42, 45, 48, 49. And he hit 6 for Boston. 54 home runs for another club. So he hit 714, 54. Babe Ruth hit 660 home runs for the New York Yankees. I wanted to find that out. So Ernie Banks hit 512 for the Cubs. Is there another player that has more than 660 home runs with one club? Interesting fact. Now, Barry Bonds has 706. All right, let's look at Henry Aaron. He has 755, right? Let's see, Henry Aaron. But, yeah, see, his first 13 years, he's with Milwaukee, and then he goes to Atlanta. So we can't count him. Barry Bonds, he played for the Pirates, right? Yeah, he played for the Pirates for about 9 years. So he doesn't count. I'm looking for a guy that has the most home runs with one club. So it's not him. Ken Griffey has over 600 homers. But he played for Seattle and then Cincinnati. So he doesn't count. Jim Thome, 600 and... How many home runs does he have? 612 or something like that. But he doesn't come close to the big. You got to be 660 or more. Willie Mays played for New York. Then he went to San Francisco. So he doesn't count. So I think I answered my question. The most home runs hit by one player for one club is Babe Ruth, 660 with the New York Yankees. But Ernie Banks' entire career with the Cubs starts in 1953. 10 games, 2 homers, bats .314. 1954. Plays every day. 163 hits, 275 average. Hits 19 home runs. His third year, Ernie Banks plays every game. He loved to play. Remember the slogan? Let's play 2. If you're playing a doubleheader, he says, let's play 2 in a row. So his third year, he breaks out. 98 runs scored. Didn't get to the 100. He got 176 hits. Good. But he hits 44 home runs in his third year. He's 24 years old. Has 117 RBIs. Bats .295. And gets 355 total bases. A good year. Not quite 300 batting average yet. But he's got the RBIs, he's got the homers. So he's a slugger, he's an RBI producer. And he scores runs, 98. I'm looking at Ernie Banks' career. He only has 2 seasons, 100 runs scored. That should have been more, Ernie. You should have had 10 of those. He never had 200 hits in a season. His high was 193. But he was an RBI producer. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 seasons. 100 RBIs. So that's a good number. As far as batting average, 1, 2, 3. Only 3 seasons out of 19. 300 or better. You know what that indicates to me? He wasn't a base hit guy. He was a slugger. He wanted to hit those home runs. He had 407 doubles, too. So I think when he was swinging hard for the fences versus other players who swing to get the base hit. There is a difference between players. Some guys I want to hit it out of the park. Mickey Mantle, he said that. Whenever he came to the plate, his number one goal was to hit it over the fence. He said that in an interview once. I think Ernie Banks had that mindset too. I want to hit it over the fence. That's why his batting average career is 274. He wasn't a basic guy, even though he got 2,500 hits in his career. Only 3 seasons, 300 or better. Never won a batting title. He did win a home run titles, and he did win the RBI titles. He had a slugging title and also had a total base title. So Ernie Banks was a slugger. So he hits 44 home runs in 1955. Very good. So he's off to a reasonably good start in his first 3 years. 2 of the first 3 years, he's playing every day. And he does produce. I want to spend some time on Ernie Banks. He's one of the most unique and curious players in baseball history. He made the Baseball Hall of Fame. He deserved it. 1,600 plus RBIs. That's production in 19 years. 1,300 runs scored. Could have been more. 4,706 total bases. That's a good number. I'd like to have seen 5,000 total bases for Ernie Banks. Didn't quite get there. He had a 19-year career. He started at 22. If he had started like age 20, he would have had more home runs, more RBIs, and it would have passed the 5,000 total base mark. All right, my next video, let's continue looking at the seasons of Ernie Banks. He's one of my favorite guys in baseball history, and I'll let you know why. You know what I like about him? He's a gamer. I like guys who want to be in there, who want to play. All right, next video, we'll look at more of the seasons of Ernie Banks. Talk to you later. I'm out.